ass out of my contacts, cause your little fake act did not last. I gave you a test and you did not pass. You on my nerve and you on my last. I'm trying to be an A-list to get my bags, but I'm above sea level like I lash. I am in effect you cannot bypass. Bitch, I'm in a movie, dog, I max. You're just in a trailer, guy, white trash. Ears to my record cause I got it on wax. You wonder why I didn't call back, why I asked. I did it for my own good, buddy, my bad. Time moves quick, that bar is my past. I gotta run these streams up, I cannot check.
We don't ever talk like that. We don't ever talk like that. So why you always on my back? Why you always on my back? Trying to get me for all I have, thinking you'll get on like that. Nah, I'ma have to call you back. I'ma have to call you back. Nah.
And there ain't no love here, we don't give a fuck where do you get off. Nah. We could come at you head on, come at your head on and knock your head off. Nah. And people love to talk our head off till we head off. We know what you tryna do. So I'ma have to call you back.
So many numbers on my missed call log. These people taking shots, better cut them short like a sawed off. To give it to you straight if you're thinking that we're okay. And I ain't lift you behind it, we all right, you got it all wrong. Wait a minute, hold up, we ain't kosher. You be acting like you can ride like you on a roller coaster. But I put you to the side like when your grandmother told you. Don't put a drink on the table without using a coaster. It hurts to let go, but sometimes it hurts more to hold on. So hold on, I'm on to the next show. Presto, be gone, poof, exposed, and I love you. You ain't never kept it 100, bro, you less than a Q. Here's a lesson to you. Don't be digging in my britches, trying to hit me up, cause you want some of my riches. Always wanted something every time you punching my digits. But I only want one thing from you, and that's distance. Cause we don't ever talk like that. We don't ever talk like that. So why you always on my back? Why you always on my back? Trying to get me for all I have, thinking you'll get on like that. Nah, I'ma have to call you back. I'ma have to call you back. Nah.
And there ain't no love here, we don't give a fuck where do you get off. We could come at you head on, come at your head on and knock your head off. And people love to talk our head off till we head off. We know what you tryna do. So I'ma have to call you back.
I don't even know where you got me, they just hold up a minute. What is it that makes you feel comfortable calling talking business? Honest, I really did not forget this shit at all. And wish this conversation wasn't happening right now. I'm probably missing something more important while you're talking, trying to flex shit. Half listening, half scrolling through the Netflix. Gotta run, sorry dog, I'm not interested. Hit me when I'm on tour, put you on the guest list. Oh, y'all think I didn't see when you hated on everything I did when I was coming up, but later on acting like you were down from the jump, but a fake as fuck. Waited just like for a desperate attempt to make a buck. Okay, guess it's funny how the world works. Like the way that I would holler at a girl first, but she never had the time of day until I got plays. Now she wanna hit me up to work, sir. I put in the time trying to better me, sacrifice the love till I fell apart mentally. No one in my corner shit bordering on embarrassing. Hoping for a break, but the only thing to break is me. Now the labels wanna talk, I don't. Say you wanna manage on the team, I know. Wanna get a feature for your song, I go. Giant wanna hit him with a fee. FIFO, I barely text my friends back. They get that I'm cooking like I'm running a meth lab. The best tracks get you cutting all of these checks fat, and then half of the ones that I regret that. But homie, if you think that I will you shit any day and pretend we've been cool for this long, fuck that. You can stay like 100 feet away and get buried in a grave of missed calls.
We don't ever talk like that. We don't ever talk like that. So why you always on my back? Why you always on my back? Trying to get me for all I have, thinking you'll get on like that. Nah, I'ma have to call you back. I'ma have to call you back. Nah.
And there ain't no love here, we don't give a fuck where do you get off. We could come at you head on, come at your head on and knock your head off. And people love to talk our head off till we head off. We know what you tryna do. So I'ma have to call you back. Okay, yeah, I'll call right back. I think that you know what I mean by that. Delete your ass out of my contacts, cause your little fake act did not last. I gave you a test and you did not pass. You on my nerve and you on my last. I'm trying to be an A-list to get my bags, but I'm above sea level like I lash. I am in effect you cannot bypass. Bitch, I'm in a movie, dog, I max. You're just in a trailer, guy, white trash. Ears to my record cause I got it on wax. You wonder why I didn't call back, why I asked. I did it for my own good, buddy, my bad. Time moves quick, that bar is my past. I gotta run these streams up, I cannot check.
We don't ever talk like that. We don't ever talk like that. So why you always on my back? Why you always on my back? Trying to get me for all I have, thinking you'll get on like that. Nah, I'ma have to call you back. I'ma have to call you back. Nah.
And there ain't no love here, we don't give a fuck where do you get off. We could come at you head on, come at your head on and knock your head off. And people love to talk our head off till we head off. We know what you tryna do. So I'ma have to call you back.
So many numbers on my missed call log. These people taking shots, better cut them short like a sawed off. To give it to you straight, if you're thinking that we're okay, and I ain't lift you behind it, we all right, you got it all wrong. Wait a minute, hold up, we ain't kosher. You be acting like you can ride like you on a roller coaster, but I put you to the side like when your grandmother told you. Don't put a drink on the table without using a coaster. It hurts to let go, but sometimes it hurts more to hold on. So hold on, I'm on to the next show. Presto, be gone, poof, exposed, and I love you. You ain't never kept it 100, bro. You less than a Q, here's a lesson to you. Don't be digging in.
Good evening, welcome in everybody. It's Wednesday night, and that means it's Trackalicious time. Trackalicious is still yet to go live, so that's odd. Guess we'll find out when they go live eventually.
Yeah, they usually try to go live at the top of the hour.
Top of the, yeah, it's 20 after, and they're not going yet. Unless they're not streaming this on Twitch tonight. Maybe they're on YouTube? I don't know. Whatever the case, we got a Mustang. I have tuned it so it doesn't drive like a complete and utter pig. I was really struggling with that here late in the race. I'm going to try to put myself about here, that way I don't block stuff as much.
I'm gonna have to swap the call to my phone, give me a second.
Okay. Whoa, what the hell? There's nobody else in here.
No, there is people in here.
I'm the only one on pit road and it says lost connection.
You might want to reconnect.
Fuck.
Give me a second.
Because nobody's on track running in my side. Oh, yeah. Okay, there I am. Now I'm in. That was weird. Oh, I need to... Hang on, I can't get in the car yet. I gotta set my tune. Set up. Current setup. Don't want safe. Load. I had to do some serious tuning on this thing, this car was a mongrel to drive. I'm still not very fast, but at least it doesn't handle like a complete and utter monster anymore.
Alright, we are now on the phone. Because you know me, I need, until I get the new CPU and GPU, I'm gonna need as much CPU as I can get, and this board likes to just like grab the CPU and ram it up the ass. And not in a good way.
Look at that.
Yellow flag.
Especially when I'm in a Discord call. Just gonna quickly grab some food so I can have something to munch on a little bit before the race because I haven't eaten much.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah. How do you think your odds are gonna be for this race tonight?
Somewhere between not a fucking chance and piss poor. Odds of completing, I think are about 50-50.
Yellow flag in sector.
Odds of doing anything better than back of pack are fucking slim.
Yeah, at least I guess that just leaves you to fight with me then.
It's
Probably.
gonna be,
I don't know.
you and I are going to be a close match tonight. I am not feeling very good about this track and my speed on it yet.
There's a slow car ahead.
I mean, I have some decent speed on it.
Car on the left.
But then again, the Mustang is quite a heavy car.
On just shit like that, I've already been to.
No fucking shot, though.
Well, it's practice, so it's not as big a deal, but yeah, I'm not super comfortable with this car right now.
You're gonna have to turn off the fan.
Me?
We've got some light damage on the front of the car.
Turn off my
Yay! I'm in
fan.
the tire barriers for the 19th fucking time tonight. Fuck! I hate this track so much. I have never liked Laguna Seca in a day in my life, and it ain't starting tonight. It's gonna be a long hour and a half. I fucking hate this place.
No, it's an hour and 15 minutes. You good?
I don't care if it's 10 minutes. I hate this place.
Let me crank up the volume because I'm gonna have the headphones that I'm racing with just over my earbuds.
I didn't think about you needing to get audio from 2 different sources.
Yeah, as I said, Discord likes to just like fuck with my what's the word I'm looking for?
Discord is surprisingly intensive on hardware for what it is.
Yeah, it's intensive on my CPU. And I get CPU spikes whenever I'm racing, if I'm in a Discord call and if I'm racing at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I crank my volume up so that I can hear what people have to say while I'm in the Discord call. Okay, you actually can't you can't actually go through the what's what I'm looking for. The white lines right after the pit lane. But you have to be very fucking careful with it.
Yeah, you can't. I only asked that. I don't want to do that. I want to know, like, this guy just jumped out right in front of me and decided to do that shit. Which is why I asked, is that allowed? Or will, like, they get in trouble for that? You know, okay, iRacing, you come up above the blue line, that's it. You're getting a drive-through penalty. That's a black flag offense. In ACC, it didn't seem to have enforced that very much, so I wasn't sure. Which is why I wanted to ask about it. Of all the tracks on the circuit, this is the one I dreaded the most. Because I can't stand this place.
What about it can you not stand?
I don't like the layout, I don't like the rhythm, I don't like the elevation change. I don't like the fact that you can't see through half of the fucking corners and the other half are blind faith. I don't like the fact that it's fucking skinnier than my dick. Yo, what up? It's your boy, Skinny Penis. This place is a miserable fucking track to race on, and I don't like it. I have never liked Laguna Seca. I would shit my pants to drive on this track in real life. But in a video game, in competition with the flow this place has, I never want to have to race here in any league I run in, so this is like my worst nightmare to me.
I'm so sorry, but the way you said, hello, it's your boy, Skinny Penis, just always makes me laugh every time.
You know the old reference, right?
Yeah, I know the old reference. It's the way you say that makes me laugh.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Alright, well, I've completely totaled the car on that one, so I need to apparently adjust my oversteer a little bit more.
Wait, you bottled it?
Oh yeah. Oh, bad enough to warrant me going back to the pits. It was a meatball flag. I completely totaled the car. Tire pressures were good.
Is a GTR, may I ask?
Sounds about right. My original tune for this, by the way, I will have you know, was Laguna.
Lagoon.
Yep.
Shit!
What number are you again? 59?
59.
Oh, I see you coming in.
Oh, there's a McLaren on my ass now.
It's a shame Lily couldn't make it tonight. I wish she felt better.
Yeah.
She wants to race. Huh. 122. Fuck off.
Another thing about Laguna Seca, it's really hard to pass on this track too.
Yeah, you know what it really isn't hard to do? Get
What?
past. For reference, see the VOD of my stream in 3 hours from now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag ahead. Good job.
Did that McLaren just go off?
I don't
If the
know.
McLaren went off, the McLaren's dead. So many people are gonna just die here today, I can feel it.
There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag, be careful there.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's jam time. Already?
That was earlier than I thought it would be. Wow, okay.
For
Sure
real?
my pit stops are set up right. Yep, alright, cool.
Oh, the next thing is so that they started exactly at 10:30. Well, 10:30 for me, 9:30 for you.
Yeah. Alright, 2 mandatory pit stops.
Oh wait, you start ahead of me.
Yeah, by 1 position. I out-qualified you by about a half a second. Which, I'll be honest, was basically my primary goal. So I came out and I'm like, alright, just don't lose to Hezi.
Oh boy.
Oh, there it is. Now I can get it up in the background.
Alright, first up, as always in the GT4 category, why is it not shocking that this man leads on pole position? It's Neil Kervil in the Nova Hex Racing. In P2, lining up beside him is Michael Moldela, or Molda, Polish.
Yeah, I have Twitch up in the background too.
Racing BSR Mercedes. Eric is going to be happy he's close to that. And then rounding out P3.
I'm praying to God my brother doesn't come before I have to do a pit stop, because he is not home.
For the qualifying order, let's see
Yeah,
who's rounding out the rest. Potts Weaver is in P4 in the Potts Motorsport McLaren. Motorsport Autosport. Wow, I'm failing today. He's going to be P4. Good old first stop always. Alex Freeman in P5, number 22, Aston Martin. Another Aston Martin being close in proximity.
Oh, and there's Fudge being mad at shit.
Racing. Oh, I love the Beaver Tails logo. Now I want to be
Kevin,
Then you have Diego Mostacheros in the number 24 Aston
can't
Martin.
pronounce that. Tony Gould, Jim Reynolds,
And then
Mariano,
is Brian
Tufi,
Santiago in the NPG Racing.
Dylan Anthony, Cizeron, Zierlein, Eric Vanderbilt.
I am just here to make sure I,
Next with him is Mock Speed in the I'm gonna flip this Camaro number 145, and then in
I'm gonna flip this Camaro 145 is crazy.
9 Camaros, so we might have some double Camaro action, and then you have Miriam Cesara in the NM Janetta. Not a lot of Janettas on the grid. It's the only one. And then in rounding out the bottom 3 is
Stay single file.
in the Man League Racing at number 6 Mercedes. And then in P31 you have Peke Wong. And then rounding out the back of the grid, another Aston Martin you don't typically see this far back is Andreas Mostacheros.
That's the GT4 grid, the GT3 grid beginning to roll out on the formation lap, and it is the race winner from last week on pole. It's Kevin Yu in the Rust-eze Lightning McQueen number 95 Ferrari. Alongside him, second place finisher from last week, Ilpo Rutsalainen in the 404 Castrol Toms Lexus. Rounding out the top 3, you have Tony Gould in the Coach Dave Academy number 91 BMW. In 4th alongside is Jim Reynolds in the 313 McLaren.
This restart is going to be the most annoying thing ever.
oh yeah.
Next to Mario Augusto Mariano in the number 45 Fair Play Racing Ferrari rounds out the top 5. Muhammad Taufik in the number 92 M92 McLaren starts from 6th place. The front of the 4th row is the Honda of Devin Anthony in the Noobs R Us 664. Alongside him, the always colorful livery of Miguel Cicerone.
The thing is, I can't do my little thing that I do where I just start at the back of the pack and just wait for shit to happen, because the GT4s are behind us.
Mustang, also part of BJ Racing. Then Eric Vanderbilt in the Practice Safe Apex's number 7 Nissan. He rounds out the top 10. Just outside in 11th is Soji Sakata in the number 44 Mustang. And then you have Alejandro Tapia in the number 14 Mex Motorsports BMW. Desi Thomas in the 59 Ferrari in the GT3 field. In the Dogbox Racing starts from 13th. And another Ferrari behind him, it's John Ryder, the Spare Parts Racing 619 starting from 14th. Matt Ogilvy in the Team WRT McDonald's number 75 BMW in 15th. Eric Kassian in the Practice Safe Apex's team as well in the number 55 Nissan in 16th. Last but not least, in the GT3's Rally Dutchy in the 621 Mad Fox Sim Racing car. And
this is going to be such a bullshit start, dog.
Oh, I know, right?
They get onto the main straight and start their climb up the hill into turn 1, and then a hard braking zone at the Andretti hairpin to start things off. Can Kevin Yu get the early lead? It'll be tricky with Ilpo alongside him on the front row. And as they line up,
go, let's go racing.
For the green flag to start.
Good luck, brother.
Objective survive. You do. Best of luck, my friend.
Seca, and a drive-through off the bat for the number 10. The Lexus gets a good jump. Tony
Oh, Jesus.
to get involved as
Oh, Jesus.
split the 2 cars, but Kevin Yu has the inside line.
I'm around.
There's a lot of action behind
I survived it.
tagging the BMW, and the Lexus goes spinning. Ilpo runs a line and stranded in the middle of the road. Has to wait for the entire field to go through. Miguel Cicerone.
Oh fuck, big
Slicing
wrecking.
his way through, and there's Jim Reynolds running wide in the McLaren. The BJ Racing go side by side. It's the Mustang and the McLaren, but the Mustang lines up ahead.
That one incident alone took out a good 25%.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
In that instance, because there was nothing Ilpo could do. He's in the middle of the track. You have a McLaren off to to the side of the road. That's how these two places to both practice safe apex.
There's a slow car, man.
He's going to follow me. I think that's going to be Eric behind maybe. But you got Alex Freeman. Yeah, the big window is now open. You're going to expect to see a lot of drivers running.
There's a slow car, man.
I don't think Alex Freeman's going to box this early, but I've seen crazier things. That's the practice safe apex is going to run off to the side there.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh shit, I'm in the top 10!
Go get him, Bob. 26th. My day ended early, I'm afraid.
So sorry, brother.
It's okay, I'm still rolling, but I'm not expecting much here. I'm 26th and no speed. I'm behind a bunch of GT4s on a track you can't pass. I ain't holding my breath for anybody, and it was all my fault. I spun it around trying to navigate all that lap traffic there and basically fucked myself.
It's the GT3 versus the GT4s, and with that incident, there is certainly a lot of mix-up, and around this tight track, it is very tricky to get those overlapping passes done, as the McLaren is doing there in the background. That's Taufik, I do believe, in the number 92 now trying to go ahead of Pottsweever into turn 4. As Pottsweever opens the door, that's going to allow Diego Mosachero an opportunity to try and line up side by side. Into the braking zone of turn 5 they go. The McLaren has the inside, but Diego trying to find the grip around the outside. Pottsweever leaves him just enough space, and they're still continuing to go side by side up the hill. Very quick left-hander at turn 6 before they shoot up the hill, and that's the WRT BMW of Matt Ogilvy facing the wrong way.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, we have some GT4s and GT3s already in the
Clear
pits.
on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So Pottsweever, Diego into Diego might hold the inside. Pottsweever's going to hold the outside. They're going to play this back and forth because the corners are just going to keep switching. Pottsweever's going to maybe take the inside here. Nope, he's just going to stand back and wait for now.
Yeah, they were side by side for about half a lap there, but ultimately Diego Mosachero gets the position because Pottsweever went a little bit wide at this corner there. And just before they approach that corner, pretty much side by side the whole way through the lap, and that is great to see. The rest of the GT4 field behind trying to catch
Oh, shit!
these cars.
Rally Dutchie just died and he about killed me doing it.
Podium position in the GT4s.
Rally is very competitive, so you might want to watch out for her.
Well, it's fine. He didn't hit me, but he's going to be well behind me now.
The number 77 Baller Squad Racing, currently sitting 13th overall. He's got Alex Freeman behind him, buzzing in that black and yellow Aston Martin.
I got the Castro Lexus behind me.
Also approached by Devin Anthony in the GT3 Honda.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
And in the GT3s, Kevin Yu has a
Clear on the right.
advantage over Mario Augusto Mariano, who sits in second place ahead of Jim Reynolds here, who finds himself in a podium position, not too far off the Ferrari. And if the Ferrari continues to go wide like that, that might open up opportunities for the McLaren to make an easy overtake.
So the reason you're
Slow car ahead.
you were just joining us now, if you're wondering why Kevin Hughes already 8 seconds on the road, we had a turn 1 incident that caused the uploader just magically vanish from, when I say magically vanish, I mean he spawned out of turn 1 and then just got absolutely
Car on the left.
did it in
Clear on the left.
known to mankind because he was parked in the middle of the road. Jim Reynolds, however, looking to try and find a chance on Mario. Pottsweever and Diego are currently fighting it out for this final position. Powerful fight indeed. However, this is where it's going to get scary because of all the past incidents.
place, and there's Diego going into the pit. So that releases Potts Weaver into some clean air, although not really a lot to offer here with how tight and packed this track is.
On the right.
Aston's got this. Actually, no. The Aston's actually catching up a little bit of the straight line speed slip straight. Potts is going to defend the inside. And just, oh, wait, he went a little deep. Might have been there if he went to that hairpin line for Andreas. But he's going to have to hold behind Potts Weaver. Potts Weaver, though, he's good enough to just get away. But it looks like Andreas is going to take the inside. Space is getting in. Oh, never mind. Potts Weaver had a little bit of a bad exit there. It's going to allow Andreas to actually get Potts Weaver.
So that's now third place for Andres in the GT4 category. Potts Weaver continuing to run wide, and Justin Beachley taking full advantage up to fourth as he is going to try to challenge back to a podium position where he started. There's been some dramas at the front of the GT3 field. Kevin Yu, with a slow lap a few laps ago, finds himself now in third with Tony Gold pressuring him for that final podium position. Jim Reynolds did get through Mariano, so the number 313 McLaren in the lead of the race, with Mariano close behind and Kevin Yu also pushing on. But it looks like there's some damage to the front end of Lightning McQueen. There certainly is.
Oh, it's probably spun.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
At least when we can get from damage like that. Final corner. Maybe he spun on the corkscrew the exit and just went into the wall. That's close.
Oh no!
The 621 is pulled.
And we got DQ'd for speeding in pit road?
Who, you?
No, somebody did though.
Car on the right.
Shit. Clear on the right.
10 car, whoever that is.
It's tricky to say because Kevin Yu did have a good pace advantage. We saw it earlier on with how quickly he was able to pull away. So now with this damage, it will certainly be tricky for him to defend. And through these corners especially, the Ferrari not too heavily compromised. And luckily for Kevin Yu as well, not that many places where the straight line speed will suffer because of that front end damage. The fastest they'll probably end up going is down that back straight into the hairpin and up into the corkscrew. Kevin Yu having to defend. Tony Gold looking very aggressive in the BMW as he tries to chase down a podium position.
Oh boy.
Yellow flag. Watch out in front.
Mariano running a little bit wide, holding on to second place position, but Jim Reynolds has escaped a little bit, 2.5 seconds up the road from the number 45 Ferrari, and of course still lots to play for.
The GTR, man.
The GT3s coming in for early pit stops, and there are the 2 mandatory pit stops throughout the 75-minute race as well to consider, so still lots to play for as we just completed only 10 minutes of racing so far. And one of the Nissans challenging Pezzy Thomas for a move down the inside. That is the number 55 Practice Safe Apexes going through and into 8th place.
Thomas is in the top 10. My goodness.
No, he's still on the key, or not the keyboard, excuse me, the controller.
I'm still waiting for that moment. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, that is a save.
Fuck!
What happened?
Hit the brake too late going into the corkscrew.
Shit.
I didn't crash. Kept it off the wall. We good.
Yeah, if you hit the curbs just wrong, there's those big sleeping policemen protecting
I'm
the
going to the
inside.
pits.
So if you hit those, certainly launches the car in the wrong direction. We've seen him run wide on a few occasions, and like you said there, just really bumpy through turn number 5, and Justin Beachley can't quite take advantage. Not a heavy braking zone going into turn 6 as they shoot up the hill.
Yeah, I'm going into the pits only because I know for a damn fact the other drivers are going to have to go into the pits sooner or later.
That corner, but Justin Beachley has to tuck in behind and look for another one to buy.
And I do have some damage from smacking up my under tree.
Ponce, we're gonna go around the outside. When did Beachley get by Ponce?
Just now.
Oh, shit.
I just didn't see the road. I've been like kind of looking at the yellow flag that's been on the screen.
How are you doing?
Almost spun it. Up to 12 thanks to your pit. But I just lost any time I would have gained on you from running a lap.
Oh, just a touch. But luckily for him,
Oh, don't worry, I'm catching up to you right now.
it's at a good place at the track where there is plenty of runoff to go deep and allow the car to escape kind of incident-free there. At the GT3 field, Tony Gold, he got through Mariano, so he's in second place. Now a 2-second gap separates him from Jim Reynolds in the
Shit.
Thanks for the hydrate. Got some sparkling water here. I have both, but water at the moment as there's a car exiting pit lane and Cicerone going down the inside of turn 2 at the Andretti hairpin gets ahead of the 619 Ferrari and into the top 5 goes the 999
Sing, V8. Sing. Come on. Come on, Silver. I need you to sing for me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Wait, hold on. No, Miguel Cicerone does not make a mistake there. I thought, what's that battle up ahead? That's Essie Thomas fighting with somebody.
Yeah, that's with one of the GT4.
Did you loop it?
Nope. Essie Thomas did come into the pits as well, so technically that was a pass for position. But it was on Dr. Porkchop in the GT4 Aston Martin as they go down the corkscrew. 59 feet of elevation change in that corner alone. Just
Oh shit!
a blind crest.
59 feet of elevation. My number is 59.
Car for an absolute roller coaster ride down the hill.
Does it count for a pass for position if it's a GT4? Like, I understand it technically is a
Technically,
pass
yes.
because, in 21st and the 20th, but like passing a GT4, like,
Count it.
they don't ask how, they ask how many. I mean, this is the response you ask for that.
It's a slow car over there.
Fuck me, sideways.
It's actually quite nice.
It is nice. So after Kevin Yu and Ilpo Retzalainen completing one pit stop each, there's a 15-second gap between the number 95 Ferrari and the 404 Lexus trying to get through the Mustang up in front. And Kevin Yu trying to do the same with some GT4 cars up ahead. That's Justin Beachley, who hangs on to 4th place in the GT4 class as Kevin Yu taking a pit stop. He sits a little bit down the order in the GT3s. I believe it's about 13th overall, but still none of the GT3 cars ahead have come into the pits for one stop yet. So lots to continue to play for here as he goes through. Andres Mostachero, who rounds out the GT4 podium in that 105 Aston Martin GT4.
Aaron had a spin on the exit of the final turn, so he's lost a few positions. Tafik is fighting Taipei. There, down the inside, maybe a little bit of touching.
I believe
Car on the right.
a few getting
on the right.
taken out from the incident. Thanks, Coco Krusty, for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys had a great stream. You join us about 20 minutes into the 75-minute race at Laguna Seca. It's round 2 of the Multiclass GT3 and GT4 Championship. You guys just tuned in and saw Muhammad Tafiq overtake Alejandro Tapia for 9th place in the GT3 class, but still lots to play for. 2 mandatory pit stops and the field getting jumbled up from the start with a pretty big incident into the Andretti hairpin at the start.
The fact that I escaped that incident at the Andretti hairpin, I'm genuinely surprised.
If I had half a brain, I would have too.
Come on, Soji, don't be like that to yourself.
No, genuinely, I was such a rookie mistake. I should have never been in that position.
I actually do like the play from the 619 of Ryder, because he defended the inside, just decided to go over the outside of the GT4, so he didn't allow Vanderbilt to even get the
Gaining on the driver ahead,
because he had to worry about the GT4 cross.
Yeah, and it's always that kind of situation between the GT3s and the GT4s and their overlap, and just hoping you can pass them at an opportune time down the straight and not disadvantage one car or another, as the number 7 Practice Safe Apexes continues to chase down the 619 Ferrari of John Ryder. There is plenty of action all the way up and down the grid. Soji Sakata pressuring the other Practice Safe Apexes Nissan of Eric Bukassian, rounding out the top 10 for the time being. But as we said, still lots to play for, with the drivers having to serve.
I'm catching pork chop.
Pit stops. Jim Reynolds did come in from the
He's in a
lead of the
GT4
race,
though.
and he has about a 12
Still catching him.
over Kevin Yu.
Alright.
As we continue.
Look, I'm bad enough at this track. I'll take catching anybody. I don't care if they're in a Miata.
As they ride out the lead, right out in the lead, I should say, of the GT3 category.
What do you think should be the strategy here? Because if you think 75 minutes, 2 mandatory pit stops, if you wanted just like, because like think, if you go like 45 minutes, that gets you to what, 30?
Correct.
So then, if you do 45 minutes, that's what it is. I'm going to pit stop again. So you're almost inclined to take that early pit stop. I mean, the crazy
Yeah, I had to over slow.
would be staying on for like...
Come on!
and
Get
then
the truck!
pit stops at a 15-minute window. That would be the craziest thing.
Yeah, there is also that 25-second refuel timer, so there's no real advantage into going long, because there's no, I guess, pit stop advantage into just refueling a little bit. It's all locked in at 25 seconds. But I would think, for me, the best strategy would be to take the first pit stop kind of right around when you get to the GT4 cars up ahead. I would think that would be one of the best times to stop. Pretty much, just box to avoid traffic, and then the second pit stop, just kind of go as long as you can, honestly, because you never know what can happen. This race, we know, will be dry from start to finish, but in other races throughout the season, the weather might be a little bit unpredictable, so there could be a rain shower here or there, so you certainly don't want to complete your pit stops before something that like that pops up, as John Ryder continues to defend from the Nissan behind, just not really letting him get close enough into any good overtaking opportunities, as there is the Ginetta off to the side. They're allowing this battle now for a top 5 position, as some of the drivers ahead taking visits to the pit lane.
To say, yeah, I actually like your strategy there. I take a pit stop. Just box to avoid traffic, and then just go along from there and see where the weather takes you. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Keeps
strategy
Just
quite
stand.
often last season in the GT4s, where as soon as traffic approached him, he would just kind of pull into the pits, as that is the number 31 with a yellow flag just up the road from these drivers here. This is Brian DeSantiago battling with Joe Chericola for position. Both of these drivers yet to complete a pit stop. So this is a battle for position on track as the BMW tries to get past the number 9 Camaro and move into 21st overall. And he's lining up a move around the outside here. Joe Chericola forced to kind of go down the inside. Can the 777 keep the grip? The track does twist a lot on itself, so he will have the inside into the next corner, gets a good drive out, and maintains a defensive line through turn 3, and he gets ahead. Joe Chericola will have to slot back and try and fight for that position into another corner.
Very nice move, and very well respected both drivers there, not making and being as about side by side as you can through that entire section without making contact. But let's see if DeSantiago can get away from Joe Chericola. That is you can pass, but can you get away? Can you make it so that your opponent doesn't have the opportunity to get the position back? That, as a driver, I find is honestly the hardest thing. Like, you can make the overtake, but like, you also have to worry about, and like, if you know you have a significant pace advantage over a person, that's fine. But if you make an overtake on someone that you know has the same pace as you, it's kind of like, okay, I made this pass, now I have to defend. So you go from one mentality to the next. And sometimes for some drivers that's a little bit difficult, as we have Berto chasing down Mach Speed.
This is a battle, of course, for position. Both of these drivers have come into the pits and served one of the 2 mandatory pit stops. João Pedro Barreto looking to get the position. The chat favorite from the Monday rookies looking to prove his skills here in the Wednesday multi-class, chasing down the Camaro of Mach Speed in the 145, as that is the GT4 race leader behind them, Moleda in the number 77, trying to work his way through these cars. And there is Miguel Cicerone in the very colorful GT3 Aston Martin. A bit of a wiggle from Mach Speed on the exit, almost allowed JP Barreto a move down to the inside.
My race is over, I've just spent almost 30 seconds on pit road not realizing I blew my pit stall, trying to figure out why it wouldn't stop.
Just that.
So, I'm donezo, bub.
You still gonna be racing, or you just?
Oh no, I'm gonna finish it. I start what I finish. It'll just be completely irrelevant, is all.
Completely fair.
Mach Speed realizing blue flags are coming. Slows down a little bit. Barreto uses, that is Modella as to get past Mach Speed. It's a little cheeky. All is fair in love and racing, so.
I'm back to 21st.
I actually really like that move.
Make that 22nd.
Yeah, it was brilliant. He took full advantage of the faster car going through, and just Mach Speed couldn't close the door in time before another AMG was right inside. And good move from Barreto. Now, can he, like you said, Tyler, take advantage and get ahead? That wiggle out of the corkscrew won't help, as Mach Speed now very close to the bumper of the AMG, but running wide out of Rady's curve as they look to head back down the hill. JP Barreto goes wide and onto the sandy bits of the track. That will certainly slow the car down. And this battle really continuing on here. Of course, both of these drivers have taken a trip to the pits, so this is for legitimate position out on track. With the majority of the GT4 field still yet to stop, these two might find themselves in a good position overall in the GT4 category.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He's still on track. He didn't lose the car. He's keeping it in the right direction. Brian DeSantiago gets a speeding in the pits penalty. The 777, after getting the overtake done on Joe Chericola, takes a trip to the pits, but does so a little bit too quickly as he gets a stop, goes 30.
So, interestingly enough, I wonder two pit stops.
Cars exiting the pit, watch out.
Yeah, he just dipped a wheel onto the sand in the braking zone there. The BMW really wanted to oversteer there.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, the BMW is not supposed to go that way.
Whoa!
Jesus.
That's Vanderbilt cutting through the second part of the corkscrew. This is a battle for position as well. It's Ogilvy versus Vanderbilt, Nissan versus BMW for 4th and 5th place.
This is a battle we just watched.
Faster cars approaching.
This is gonna get interesting. Oh, down the inside goes on the lead. Oh, he's gonna come and get blocked off. Oh, he cuts in front. Oh, that's so amazing. I didn't think the BMW had
I'm off track.
space
I've
to
looped
do
it.
that.
Yeah, the Nissan just get.
BMW and the Nissan.
Yeah, he just got a great drive out of the corner.
Hello, Chukio-tan. Welcome in. You join me as I get my ass kicked at Laguna Seca because I suck at driving tonight. I hate this place.
BMW now up into 3rd place overall. And Tony Gold, he pit from a podium position. He gets a stop.
I don't particularly like it either, but I think I'm having a better time than you are.
Just go, buddy. I'm in the...
Clear on the right.
I'm in a corkscrew. Where am I gonna let you pass? By all means, run up and mash my rear bumper, dumbass.
Because, like, we've had way too many speeding in the
GT3 or GT4?
3. Valid question if I was being passed by a GT4, though.
this track. Because it's
I was about to say.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Faster car approaching, watch out. There's a car stuck in lane.
Tony Gold's turn.
And he came out of the pits right behind Jim Reynolds, who is in the lead of those who have completed a pit stop. So this would have been an absolutely close fight between the McLaren and the BMW. But unfortunately, Tony Gold having to take an extra visit down the pits here as the battle for 3rd and 4th both take a trip down the pit lane. Ogilvy and Vanderbilt pit in the BMW and the Nissan battle we saw just about a lap ago.
The number 14 now as a driver.
No.
Speeding in the pit lane.
The chat favorite number 14, Tapia, gets a drive through for speeding in the pits, joining the long list of speeding violators here. This is going to be a long 30 seconds to sit and wait for Tony Gold. Fortunately for those serving the drive-through, the pit lane isn't terribly long before you are able to get back up to racing speed. The pit lane does exit kind of in a strange way. You don't enter onto the track before the hairpin. You take a slightly diverted hairpin to the
Yes,
inside.
Laguna Seca hate? Yeah, I'm not a fan of this place. I suck here.
And 3. So
Although
this-
based on my recent testing at Daytona for the 24,
taking an extra trip.
might just be that I suck everywhere right now. I just cannot seem to find any good speed in any GT3 cars right now. I feel horrible about my driving. I'm in a slump and I'm not happy about it. Although Laguna always does have my number. Motherfucker. Damn it!
Sure is.
Fucking about spun it out again.
McQueen Ferrari going through
Fucking
in his efforts
curb
to chase
bullshit.
down Jim Reynolds. The gap's right around 2 seconds, and there appears to be a good amount of GT4 cars up ahead on the road. Actually, not too many, just one. The number 9, and then the 31 just slightly up. But nonetheless, 2 seconds the gap between Kevin Yu, who's now in 3rd overall, and Jim Reynolds in 2nd, with Mario Augusto Mariano still yet to take a single visit down the pit lane. What happened there? That was 30.
Oh, I'm in 12th again.
Atta boy.
In the pits, unfortunately.
So, Caesar is in a very, is in an interesting position here. So, is 10 seconds.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
You know, it's funny. Got spun out, had to wait basically the entire lap, or like pretty much like 15 for the entire field to get through. He's now up to 6th.
Yeah, he took an early visit to the pits and had to unfortunately repair a lot of damages, it looks like, but putting in some great consistent laps here despite all of the action on track. The 404 Lexus is still running in a good position and is sitting in a great place to pick up a top 5 finish. We still have to wait for Mariano to pit at least once to see where he will come out relative to Rutsalainen, although the 45 Ferrari was battling with Jim Reynolds and Kevin Yu before the McLaren and Ferrari pit, who are now sitting in 2nd and 3rd place.
Let's go, buddy. Y'all.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
The 5-inch strategy of keeping all your pit stops till the end definitely doesn't work here, as we have Ogilvy taking on Hezzy Thomas. The BMW on the exit a little bit squirrely. You can just really tell Hezzy Thomas is under control because just how jank his movements are. The inside goes back, and that was easy work done by the McDonald's BMW.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Falling behind. Ooh, save it.
Great save. Thank you for the raid. Hope you guys had a great stream. Welcome.
What happened?
And let's
Still no contact,
get
I'm good.
to the racing. 42 minutes remaining of round number 2. Hezzy Thomas going deep in the corkscrew and not nearly losing the car as we have the JB Barreto fans arriving in full storm. He is taking a visit down the pit lane here. And he has actually, yeah, unfortunately,
15th of a row.
has been sat there for quite a while. Not sure what happened there, too. Friend of the chat, Eric Gugasian, sliding, trying to find the grip in the Nissan, working through the leader of the GT4s, Michael Moleda, in the 77 Mercedes there. Eric's favorite GT4 car as he has to work his way through in the 55 Nissan. Currently sitting in 11th place, did complete a pit stop. He's about 5 seconds behind Devin Anthony in the 664 Honda going through turn 6 just up the road.
So, in terms of the GT4, lots of Honda have done a pit stop yet.
Yeah, perhaps just going for that long strategy here. As you said, pit around the halfway mark and then pit a little bit later on. There's Kevin Yu going through. Kevin Yu got through Jim Reynolds. There's the McLaren behind. So Kevin Yu out in the lead.
No,
of the GT3s who have completed at least one pit stop. And right as we say it, Michael Moleda into the pit lane. There's the brake marker. It's still alive.
Well, you can see.
Correct. That's Sarah, Marion. That's Sarah in the pits.
I have it.
Tapia after the drive-through coming out in 13th behind the sister BMW of Ogilvy up ahead in 12th place. So not a bad position, all things considered, after the drive-through for Tapia. Continuing to push on. Not too big of a gap to Ogilvy, as those two have about an 8-second gap.
Yeah, my shadows, but the block itself full.
Car is exiting the pit, your chat.
Cody Goldfield fighting somebody here. It's going to be Ryder. He's going to have to go around the outside, though. Ryder defends well. Doesn't go deep. Defends the inside. Cody Gold, the inside was open. They like to go try to go outside.
Yeah, we've seen it from a number of drivers there, just going deep into turn 2, trying to defend and just allowing the switchback move. A great job from the 619 Ferrari to keep it absolutely planted on the apex and not allow the BMW any room to go through, and continuing to do the same all throughout Sector 1.
Yeah, again, as you said, compounded
I have
here.
spun it again and hit the
Straight
wall.
line that we do have isn't very big. I thought the BMW was going to have a nice little helping hand there. Mariano is in the pits.
Faster car coming
The
up behind.
GT3
Watch out.
leader comes into the pits, as did the GT4 leader just about a lap ago. And Moleda comes out about 7 seconds ahead of Alex Freeman, the next
Faster
driver
car coming up behind
down
you.
the road who did complete a pit stop. So now that just leaves Potts Weaver in the lead of the GT4s. Tony Gold,
Car
a
on the
good
right.
move. He's
Clear on the right.
taking the inside.
We're halfway through. Keep pushing.
As long as he doesn't go deep.
Faster car coming up behind. Watch out.
The door was open. The door was then shut by Tony Gold. Getting the overtake done on Ryder.
To tell you how bad of a lap that was, Hez. Coming across the line, 155.
Jeez, I need it.
Yeah,
Faster car coming up behind you.
I do that again, I might actually park the car just out of saving some ego and embarrassment.
Going through turn 2 now. Same with
Come on, man, you're not doing that, man.
I'm 18th and I'm off track again.
Of Brian Zerline, I think he will be
Jesus, Harold Christ!
in the 25 Mustang just
I mean,
How
I'm
are
behind you.
to now.
I don't know how I am this ass tonight. This is pathetic. I can't even keep my car on the track,
So it's still
Bob.
one pit stop to play.
I'm looping it uncontested. I am just...
36
I'm a
and half
disaster right now.
What will be
I have no business
I'm
being at
also
the wheel
being
of the
picked up, but
stall.
come on, man.
And after the stop go 30, Brian DeSantiago on the tail of
Because don't make me say it, though.
through the number 9, but crucially, Joe Chiricola already completing his 2 mandatory pit stops. So the number 9 Camaro was clear to push all the way to the end.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to see if I see I'm going to see it.
No, I know. You get out of your own head, sucks, but stick with it. Yeah.
And stable. And he is able to go and continue racing.
Because I'm in last in GT3s and I'm behind you.
How are you behind me? What the hell? Oh, you did your
I
own
mean, I'm
pit.
catching up to you right now.
Yeah, you're only a second behind me. You got both of your pit stops done. I get done, you're going to be a full lap ahead of me.
Yeah, the GT4 field super tightly packed at the top there. You've got Moleda leading from Alex Freeman. And then you've got Andres Mostachero, who started from the back of the GT4 class. We'll remind you, he is all the way up to 3rd place in that 105 GT4 Aston Martin, as Justin Beachley does get through and up into 4th place, meaning Potts Weaver in 5th, not too far behind Beachley.
Whoa, wreck ahead of us, Has. Watch it.
I see him.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Ah!
Tapia in the
Ah, for the love of God.
his final pit stop.
You get into that?
15 BMW rolling out at a nice and chill 50 kilometers per
Yeah,
hour
going back to the pits.
of the pit lane.
Yellow flag in sector
Oh, we
2.
sure have.
45 to 59, maybe we can catch a replay of it this time.
Certainly not, as that is the podium sitter.
Does the leading message hit enter? Oh, it's all good.
I have severe front end damage. I'm going into the pits.
Shit.
So what's going to happen now?
You're going to be a couple of laps ahead of me, well then.
Freeman and Beachley now are in the podium position.
Get it patched up, bud. That sucks. That wasn't even your fault.
Yeah, and I think the 45 of Mariano was involved as well, because Brian Zerline rounds out the podium positions, and Miguel Cicerone here in 4th place, trying to take that position away from the 25 Mustang.
Jesse Thomas, I think, was also involved. Because he's now in the pits. Yeah, I think the 45
Faster car coming up behind you.
Over a minute to repairs, man. Fuck!
his final pit stop. It's gonna suck for Andreas because he still had to pit too.
Yeah. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What was happening
was not for position because Zerline is in the Mustang up ahead. That was a GT3 Mustang ahead of them for blue flags. I believe that was the 44 of Sakata. As Miguel Cesaro tried to split
Yeah,
the two of them.
that was me. Sorry.
Just nearly losing the
Rolling
rear end
chicane.
for a slight second, able to keep it under control.
Got killed third and fourth because they made a bonsai move around me. Making the news for all the bad reasons.
You're like, what, 2 laps ahead of me now?
I have no idea.
I'm in last everywhere.
There was a GT4 car beside him, so his braking zones all kind of screwed up. And then those two, because they were braked early to both not hit each other.
Yeah, it would have been their fault, Gary, but I wouldn't have felt any better being a rolling chicane who's 19 years off pace on lap time right now.
Oh, that's the gravel, Caesar. You don't want that. Watch the curve on your left. It is getting later in the day. It's almost 9 p.m. Track is now 19 degrees. Grip might be coming at a premium here.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that they use local time in this game.
Depending on how the tires are.
Yeah, depending on exactly when they stopped it.
So when they use local time in this game,
End of their life, the Aston
essentially what the time is there is what it's going to be in the game.
One of those moments where Miguel Cesaro might be thinking.
So right now the sun is literally setting.
Strategy and going into the pit lane and just trying to get it ahead of the Mustang on strategy, just trying to weave side to side here, getting closer to the Mustang, but at the straight line speed, that V8 inside of the Ford just able to pull away, not allowing Cesaro any opportunities to attack into the Andretti hairpin, as he will have to wait for another opportunity.
Fuck.
The Foxo car is approaching.
Overshot the corner.
Faster car approaching. There must be a GT4 behind me.
Car on the left. They're on the left.
Oh no, Max Speed is in last.
Because he gets him coming out of the corner, like he has the grip. Oh, I say he has the grip. He just goes all. Yeah, box opposite. Certainly here, that's the call for the broadcast.
Yeah, that Aston is super easy to lock up under low grip moments. Right over the crest at the
Coming into pit, light damage left side. I blew it off the track
coming
again.
off of the wheels and the super easy to lock them up. Cesaro able to handle it, at least going through the corkscrew.
Think this update says it's a little more stable coming onto the oval. That'd be good. I need all the help I can get there.
To Brian Zerline.
That's
but
my
nonetheless, the
big
Mustang
trouble
also
spot.
just can't really pull away to a big enough gap to the 999 Aston Martin.
Again, like I said, he's getting him in the corners. The corners is not the issue. It's literally just the straight.
Gotta take the inside, man.
That's the only spot where he's not gaining. Again, like, you and I don't often disagree on strategy calls and stuff like that. Like, this seems like the most perfect optimum box to overtake. Because that's kind of how overtaking works here at Laguna. It's pretty much strategy based. Because, like, this Mustang is just making itself fat. But he's not really finding any spots. Like, he's trying to take different lines and it's just not working. He just box here.
Alright. Back out again.
I mean, even if you wanted to box there.
You back on track yet, Huz?
I've been back on track.
Okay, good.
Like, ladies and gentlemen, just watch. The Aston doesn't gain.
Oh, yeah. I have to screen share this game, Gary. I can't figure out how to
No, he's really not.
make it hide
especially
yet. I don't
Down
know.
the very short straightaways at Laguna Seca. At least that is kind of the nice thing for the Aston Martin, is that the straights aren't really that long, so the Ford can't run away quite
You
that
and me
much.
both,
And here in
man.
the corners, especially at the end of Sector 1, with the Aston just getting so close to the Mustang.
I know the messages are seen. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, don't let them come and watch me right now, please. Please, no.
Who?
Everybody from Team Raceline that I'm running the 24 with tonight, or this weekend, please don't let them watch this. I fucking suck ass tonight. I'm horrible in this game right now.
Yeah, Dr. Porchok just getting bumped
I don't
out
want them to
onto
see
the
this.
gravel there. Tony Gold going through just
I may not even save this VOD, honestly.
Well, unfortunately, Eric Vanderbilt getting shoved back into 7th place behind his duo here.
Whoa!
Kevin Yu and Tony Gold on different strategies, with Kevin Yu already completing the 2 mandatory pit stops so he can go all the way to the end. Cicerone in the pits after not being able to overtake Brian Zerline. And Mariano in 4th has spun out of turn 9 as these cars here begin to approach closer and closer to that number 45 Ferrari.
Cicerone's now in the pits, by the way. He had boxed. He has, in fact, decided box to overtake. Finally, someone listens to us. Safe. Let's kind of decide to really want this place.
He'll certainly get it eventually once Tony Gold does eventually come into the pits. Again. That's an active driver right there. Love to see it from Miguel as he is in the pits, listening to our advice. Well done, Miguel. Hire us for your race engineer at any time you like. I charge a very low rate of nothing.
Car on the right. Yeah, on the right.
You have to DoorDash coffee to my house. I'm kidding.
Oh, he's gonna die to the corkscrew! Taking Ryder for everything that he's won. There is a good chance he'll go
It's very possible. He's already completed those mandatory pit stops. Ryder, who he just overtook, now coming into the pits to serve his final pit stop. You've got Eric Vanderbilt in 6th, and then the whole top 4 still yet to stop for their final stop after Jim Reynolds completing 34 laps. He maintains the lead of the race. Haven't really had to say his name much. He has checked out quite a good margin ahead of Brian Zerline by about 16 and a half seconds.
something 25 seconds in the pits. Stationary. Plus probably 10 seconds.
Oh, it's more than 10 for sure. It's probably closer to 20.
So what?
Especially considering that pit exit is a little bit narrow too. Oh, like limiter to limiter?
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah, it's like 20 seconds probably.
So you're looking at like I'd say probably round up to a 50-second pit stop. I think it's probably a fair call to make. So if he's almost 20 seconds ahead of Zero, Mario's like 8 seconds back or something. Just trying to do the math.
Kevin Yu gets the track position on Tony Gold. He moves up into 4th, gets a little bit of clean air up front. There's Dr. Porchuk almost getting pushed out at the same corner we saw it happen a few laps ago. Now the number 95 looks to take advantage of some clean air in front and get back into the race lead where he started from pole position. Alex Freeman in the lead of the GT4s of those who have completed both of the mandatory pit stops. Still waiting for Elena Beachley and Potts Weaver to pit from the top 3 of the GT4 class, with their pit stops still yet to be decided. Alex Freeman was running up around those podium positions before all the drivers came in for at least one of their stops. Still 22 minutes left in the race. Lots can happen.
Oh, don't we know it? Anything can happen here. As DeSantiago's going to fight Pork Chop now.
Faster car approaching. Watch out.
Pork Chop going to get bullied again. GT3 car coming in. Blocks DeSantiago's inside route. DeSantiago showing the ever-patient driver as Dr. Pork Chop holds on to the door in the same spot. Nope. He's not going to get bullied off the track like he was. There's no more boxing to overtake here. This is just straight battle for battle. I wonder... Mistake now.
Alex!
No, you didn't work. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No damage?
No, just 2 major off tracks, trying not to kill 3rd place.
One day, your powers will be back, and then it will be an instant fight. Jump having to defend the inside for the corkscrew. Brian DeSantiago getting very close, gets a good exit.
Crap, I got Lightning McQueen in my mirror.
Curve, turn 9 down the hill. The Lexus trying to fight a way past, gets through the BMW, and slots
Yellow
in
flag
between
in sector 3.
Brian DeSantiago and Dr. Porkchop here, and going to the inside of the final and 11th corner of the track, clearing out the road.
Spun there, that's the next.
Faster cars approaching.
He's heading off. Oh no, he's come off a corkscrew.
How are they that much faster
Cars on
than
the
me?
yellow flags there, so maybe just getting involved with some multi-class corners, perhaps same class but GT.
Fuck.
I think all those yellow flags were just slipped.
I'm into the wall and around again.
Like there was anyone that got too crazily involved. But yeah, you did call it earlier though.
Oh.
To lock up its tires.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. You couldn't have come at a worse time. I am an embarrassment to driving right now, so if you want to see good driving, don't look.
It's in 8th place. And the 91 BMW.
You are not an embarrassment to driving, Soji. I'm a beat your ass if you see that one more time.
Whizzing down the pit lane.
Faster car coming up behind
Dude, I think I've looped myself
Laguna
7
Seca.
times. And I'm off track again. Jesus Christ.
Brother, it's Laguna Seca. A track the both of us absolutely fucking hate.
Yeah, that's...
Doesn't look like the Aston of Cicerone is heavily damaged.
Thank you for the sub, by the way. Oh, that wasn't a raid, that was a sub.
But did lose a considerable chunk of time there on
Never
that
mind.
previous
Thank you
lap
for the sub.
in his
Appreciate it.
efforts of chasing down Brian Zerline and their battle.
I thought that was a raid. I don't know why.
Before Miguel
Tells you how out of my mind I am right now.
to the broadcast booth and came into that pit stop to try and get the undercut, but
Now with that, I am about to be lapped.
an incident
Oh, that
his chances as Brian
that one
Zerline
came and went a while ago, I think.
escaping back onto the track. You'd have to ask a steward.
Well, shit! Lol, we here for you? Well, I appreciate it. Oh, shit! How does it both push understeer and snap oversteer through every fucking corner?
It all just depends on what the
Off
The
track
rules say
again.
If they say you can cross the line, then you can cross the line. If not, then...
Oh shit!
I don't understand how anybody traverses this track quickly. I genuinely do not. They are performing witchcraft, for all I understand.
Yeah, he certainly will be. The McLaren going down the inside there. You see the black, yellow, and silver car trying
My
to
steering's
defend
booked.
a top 3 position, but just can't. And Ilva wants a line in.
I don't understand that everybody seems to be able to get their car to just turn in better. They turn in better, they drive off better. I'm not trying to pass this guy here.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car is approaching. Watch out.
I'm getting blue flagged for a GT4.
That's a little bit of a one.
That is disturbing.
Good.
Gonna come in and crash the party and not allow Dr. Porchuk to
Yellow flag is
I've never been more happy that this 24 Hours of Daytona is not A, at Laguna Seca, and B, in ACC.
Michael Moleda in the pits as well for his final stop. And yes, it is in fact Eric in 14th, now making 15th in the number 55 Nissan. Using the stealth mode, no lights activated, trying to sneak up on the drivers and get an overtake done.
I didn't notice it is turning tonight, isn't it?
In the lead, gets ahead of Mariano, who still has to make a pit stop in the number 45 Ferrari. Where exactly will Mario Augusto Mariano come out? Will Ilbo be able to sneak on through? I think he will. He's just 20 seconds behind. So this might still be a second place finish for the 404 Lexus, having a very up and down back to up race here.
That is going to be action insanity if you manage to get P2 after being basically spun out backwards off of the first turn. That's going to be a liney drive. Even for someone as skillful as Ilpo, that is a liney drive. Like, absolute respect to that.
Okay. Back at it again.
Yeah, so he's in the lead of the GT4s, but yes.
Did you make another pit stop?
Complete that pit stop still. Moleda retains the lead.
I ran into another GT3,
Completed both
and then and then my car ran into a wall.
might hang on to second place with Beachley in third. It all depends on
God, could this go any worse tonight?
after he comes in to serve his last mandatory pit stop.
Like I said, the both of us are doing horribly tonight.
14 and a
We
half
really
minutes
are.
left on the clock.
Ah!
Don't get a drive through.
Yeah, we've seen all sorts of strategies tonight. Some drivers taking both pit stops before the halfway mark of the race. Others pitting right at the halfway mark of the race. As unfortunately here, JP Barreto still stranded in pit lane.
Maybe he pit and just
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
stay there and just leave his race.
If I get any more damage, I'm gonna motion for us to just hop out the silver if you want.
Well, yeah. What'd you say, Has?
So does Tapia have a chance to get
If I get any more damage, I'm gonna. Do you want to just like leave the silver since the both of us are doing so poorly?
Right now, my car's undamaged, so I'm gonna tough it out to the finish.
Okay.
From behind as well in the number 91 after having to serve a stop go 30 on the for just a few laps.
Yeah, I'm down by 5 fucking laps. I am not making it anyway.
I'm not even worried about making it anywhere. At this point, I'm paying my penance for my own mistakes. So that's where I'm at with this at the moment. I'm frustrated with myself for making mistakes. I'm also frustrated with this game. I don't understand how these guys can go that much. I feel like I am on the edge of control, and I'm actually exceeding that edge multiple times. I've spun it, I've looped it, I've straight up missed the fucking corner. And they're out here just casually blowing my doors off by 5 fucking seconds a lap. I don't understand how I can be on the literal edge of control. I get, okay, yeah, I may be slightly slower. I'm not an expert. But 6 seconds? I might as well fucking walk. I don't understand what I do wrong.
ACC is very setup heavy, so a lot of these people have proper like setups on their car
They
for
must.
each truck.
Because if it's that much of a skill gap between them and I give up. Because I'm never going to be that good if that's all skill. There's no way.
BMW flashing through Mach speed there through turn 10. Some dust getting kicked up from the cars ahead. There's Hezzy Thomas and the BMW, who Tony Gold is trying to chase. Yeah, this battle's already picking up.
Faster car behind you.
Yeah, now I have damage.
I'd say probably by like the 10-minute mark, you might get Tony Gold. Get past.
Let me see if I got toe damage.
There's
Faster cars approaching.
Hit, I'll jump in. I just pray to God I don't drive this bad on Sunday and Saturday. I just pray I don't fuck the team over like this on Saturday and Sunday. That's my greatest fear.
Oh, Tony Gold wiggling out of turn 5. Trying
Oh,
to
we
find
finally meet on track, Hez.
the grip at the
Was good
top
beat.
of the track, but just going a little bit over onto the sand, kicking up the rear tires, or spinning up the rear tires, I should say.
Oh, fuck.
Thwarting his chances of getting closer to Alejandro Tapia in the 14 BMW for a 11th place finish.
Now, you good in iRacing?
Faster car coming up behind you.
Whoa, shit, Jesus.
As a Botsweeper did come out in 4th place.
I definitely feel better in iRacing, and I don't have to run Laguna, which makes me feel better, but man, even still, my mental fortitude tonight is...
Worked out here for
Well, my college bowling coach always did call me the mental
still,
midget.
4th place finish is
Much as it sucks, he's not wrong.
the position that Botsweeper started this race from.
Another Ferrari's coming up on you, be careful.
Yeah, I saw what happened to you. Did you just blow the brake zone there?
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of McLarens on the.
I had to because he hit the brakes way too fucking early.
Car on the right.
That was the 27 that did faster. That was actually Botsweeper.
Actual
Clear on the right. Faster car behind you.
I mean, he's gonna pass you anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can catch up to you.
Yeah, that works for me.
We got 10 minutes. We got 9 minutes left, man.
Yeah, they were just
Car on the right.
continuing to fight it
Clear on the
out.
right.
Tapia with a good defensive posture. They're not allowing Tony Gold through as the 91 continues to push on here for that 11th place finish.
I'm hoping next week's track is better.
I didn't even look and see what it was.
If the Ferrari got past you, you have an Aston Martin coming up.
A little bit here.
Yeah.
Just fighting for.
I'm also dealing with a lap of GT4 right now.
Good opportunity, we just can't quite find it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
God, it looks like I'm trying to flash the pass, and my headlight, because I hit the nose, my headlights flicker when I hit the brakes really hard.
Same thing happens to me.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag.
Got a slow car warning and a yellow flag in the corkscrew has be warned. Well,
I see it.
Faster car approaching. Watching out.
Ooh.
Yeah, near finally a good gap for Tapia to go back into. Unfortunately dropping to 12th here, but he might be fighting Eric Gukasian in the Nissan. Sneaking on through. Yeah, he heard our remarks, not wanting to sneak through anymore. Maybe the race stewards had something to say. Oh no, Tapia. Oh, I thought he was going to have to go down pits. But still remains out on track, 13th place.
Oh, Jesus.
As Eric Gukasian moves up into 12th. That might actually not Eric Gukasian, excuse me. That was the other Practice Safe Apex's car of Eric Vanderbilt. The two Erics putting on a good show in the Nissan. So Vanderbilt up in 7th place, where the position matches the number. He was the one that got through Tapia, so that was not a move for position. So in fact, Alejandro does hold on to 12th.
I was looking because Eric actually passed the number 25 on Zerlin. He was actually on the side of the road there. And then I saw him bat the 25 back with someone, but it's the 75 not the 45 of Mariano. I was excited for a minute, but alas.
After this race, if your practice limit goes up, you want to do some practice for the next track?
So without close elbow,
not tonight, no. I've got somewhere else I promised to be after this.
Ah, shit!
Rounding out the podium positions.
A mosquito bit me on the forehead.
Tomorrow night I gotta do Daytona 24 practice with the new tune anyways. Because I'm not gonna have time after this tonight. So I'll set aside some time. We can do some ACC practice tomorrow if you're open.
Yeah, certainly getting mixed up.
Alright, man.
Provided a bit of action for us here this evening. I do believe
last year.
I just
Doesn't matter what class. He could be.
have I seriously done 44 laps in this place?
Finishing top 15.
Yep.
Jeez.
And he's still finishing ahead of me.
with Ilpo. I mean, in round number 1, he came all the way from the back of the grid up to 2nd place.
Yeah, I know. I got 3 different practices to do tomorrow. That's why I'm off stream tomorrow, Gary. I got Sables, I got this, and now I got, or Daytona, and now I have this. So
pretty much going to the back of the grid and fighting his way through all the way up.
I'm just gonna live in the sim tomorrow night.
In round number 2.
I can't wait to see that lap of incident when we all get to meet up with the drivers after and watch the stream back. Watch the replays back. That's gonna be fun.
Unfortunately, lost Alex Freeman. He is no longer in the race, which will promote Potts Weaver up to the final podium position, and Justin Beachley moving up to 2nd place.
When did we lose him?
About a lap ago.
Did his PC explode?
Yeah, I wonder if there was some sort of connection issues there for Alex Freeman. He was in a pretty comfortable position ahead of Justin Beachley. About 5 seconds was the gap between those 2 podium sitters. But yeah, I was just looking at it and I just couldn't quite remember who was running up in the podium. But then it hit me, there's no Aston of Alex Freeman.
I'm just gonna go with conspiracy theory.
It's gotta be. Eric just wants to see the AMGs finish 1-2.
That's all it is. That's what it is now. Oh, that was a BMW that got stingy on exit.
Kossin just joining tonight in the 55 Nissan, starting from the back of the GT3 field up to 13th. I believe we had 17 GT3 start. So he has made his way up the field quite well, avoiding any major dramas and chaos.
Why is he not the Mercedes? He talks all this grand about how the Mercedes is the best car. All of this stuff. I didn't even okay, hold on, time out. I'm stopping. I didn't even realize the logo that he has on the top of his car.
Practice safe apexes, my friend. That's right. But yes.
Why is he not Mercedes? He talks all this grand stuff.
I think that's just the GT4 Mercedes, not the GT3s.
You know what? We'll have to get clarification for the next stream. I need to know if it's specifically GT4 Mercedes that he's in love with, or if it's just all Mercedes in general.
Yeah, definitely a point to clear up. Kevin Yu going to the inside of the final corner against Miguel Cicerone. And I think there will be 2 laps remaining.
1 minute 20.
Kevin Yu decides to slow down. He has a good margin to Ilmo behind.
I can get 15th overall from Beachley. He's in a GT4 and I literally cannot get past this guy.
Decides to do exiting the final corner.
Hey, good racing, man.
Yeah, you as well, Bob.
He certainly didn't need to with him being
Been a rough
in
one.
6th place in the 999.
Yeah, despite the both of us suffering on this track, we didn't completely buzz it all the way through. So
8 seconds
There were
behind.
nearly 30 people in this race, and
for the GT3s.
we're going to be
nearly losing it
at least
there.
not dead last after all this. I feel bad because it probably looks like I'm flashing him. My headlights are just broken. I'm not doing that.
We will hashtag blame Eric.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh shit.
Fast cars approaching.
Next week's gonna
yeah, I'm second to last.
next week is gonna be sad.
Well, there I'm getting a penalty. I just ran Beachley off the road. I hit the inside curb and ran him off the road. So that'll be a penalty for me next
No,
week,
that'll
I'll
be a
bet.
penalty.
Give it what you can.
No, usually the penalties only happen on lap 1.
I like the idea of
Kevin, you in fact not slowing down.
If it was absolutely egregious, then you might get a penalty.
5
But
seconds to go.
just explain yourself, and you should be good.
Hopefully. I'm not gonna say nothing, but you're making better laps. Well, thank you, I appreciate it.
Laguna Seca.
They certainly don't feel better.
I can only imagine if that costs somebody fuel.
Last lap.
Mercedes just like digging to the ground in front of me.
Yeah, it looked like just a quick little stutter there from the GT4 race leader, Michael Moleda, who it'll be pretty fun to see here, the 2 leaders finishing pretty close together on track here. It's very possible. Snetterton's slander will not be tolerated.
Listen here. The only reason I don't
Oh wait, next week is Snetterton? Oh god.
I don't even know Snetterton.
weird kind of chicane right out, like a high-speed chicane in the middle of the street.
Anita has finished the race.
On the apex of absolute insanity followed by an immediate left-hand turn.
Car on the left.
What matters is that
Clear on the left.
down in Laguna Seca by
I'd rather try sounding for the first time than do Snetterton.
Ah!
and then P3 will be jumped for sure is fact.
So Kevin Yu makes it 2 for 2 on race wins in the Wednesday Multiclass
Check the track. Good
Championship.
job. You did
Michael
the best you
Moleda
could. I'll
joining
bring the car back.
this evening, making it race win number 1 for him. Ilpo Ruotsalainen with a great climb back up to 2nd place to finish on the podium in the 404 Lexus. Jim Reynolds moving up a position from where he started up into third in the 313 McLaren, making it a pair of podiums to start the season for Jim Reynolds.
That all time for win this shit. My race is over.
Of the GT4s, and Potts Weaver doing the
No,
same.
wait, let me just hop into.
As he will take a podium.
They're not gonna have to practice the verb immediately.
GT4s. And
I'll practice tomorrow.
The rest of the
same
order.
here.
So Kevin, you on top, Ilpo in second, Jim
Man,
Reynolds third, Brian
that
Zerla
sucks.
in fourth, Mario Augusto Mariano will take the top 5.
Time to go share some apologies in the Chocolicious server.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll call you back in a little bit, alright, man?
Alright, I'll catch you later, bub.
Have a good one, bro.
Later. Well, that fucking sucked. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't expect to come out and compete for wins against some of these guys. But fuck. Apparently Derek can't message on my Twitch. What the hell? Why not? Ugh. Sure, I've got some setting fucked up somewhere. Damn it. Alright, well, let's find somewhere to raid out to tonight and call it a night, I guess. I don't know. Just sucked the life out of me. Just breathe, bro. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm disappointed in myself. What I'm hearing is to tell Sable to do a ringtail race at Laguna Seca. I'll be sick that week, I can tell you that one right now. I don't know. I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed. Like, I get I'm not going to go out and compete for wins. I don't expect to. That's unrealistic and uncalled for. But to simply not go out and embarrass myself and drive like I've never been behind the wheel before. Like, Hez got caught up in some incidents. He was well ahead of me before that. He drove pretty good tonight until he got involved in those incidents, and like that's out of his control, unfortunately. But I don't know. All I know is I hated driving like that. Felt like shit. Just frustrating. But such is life. We'll try again next weekend and see what happens. Last week you had a great race. This week not so much. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, last week I'm guessing was luck. I got lucky with the rain. Everybody else struggled in the rain, and it just happened to play to my favor on a track that I knew better. I don't think that was skill as much as it was luck. But hey, what's done is done. Shit happens. I'll feel better tomorrow about it. I don't know. I've been down on myself all week. I had a fun thing this weekend and kind of ended up losing my... What the fuck? Oh. Right, I was in a DM. But I had a fun thing to do this weekend. Went, had fun, enjoyed it. Didn't exactly get what I wanted out of it, though, and I've been a little disheartened all week because of it, so... Shit happens, we move on, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Sadie. I'm just getting ready to end, so... New setup is more stable, says Derek. Cool. After that, I am not driving in the simulator anymore tonight. I will try again tomorrow night when I'm not frustrated and not angry at my sim rig right now. So I will try that again tomorrow night when I'm fresh and not frustrated. So Looks like Veery's on. I'll probably raid her. Another DM. Getting on oval part. Oh, good. Gary said something about that as well, so I'll be excited to see how it does when I test it tomorrow then, so. But yeah, here's the raid queued up. Raid. Does hers have an underscore? It does. There's raid queued up. Go show Veery some love. She's playing... The hell is she playing? Darkwood. Never heard of that one. Okay. Either way, Veery's a friend of mine. Super nice. She runs with Roa and May and Mono and stuff, so she's part of the Scuff Guild. They are a fun crew of people, and you'll be in good hands over there, so... Thank you all for watching. Sorry I couldn't put on a better show tonight, but such is life sometimes, I guess. So, off tomorrow night. Got practices all night. I'm going to be bouncing around too much to try to stream it all. Back Friday night for the Ringtail, and Saturday and Sunday will be the Daytona 24. Don't know how much of that I'm going to stream. We'll find out together. My name's Soji, and I'm out. Have a great night. Catch you Friday.